think some of that like sustaining life shit, that's like overtime topics.
Say it again. What type of life?
The sustaining life for 500 to 1,000 years.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Cause it could go deeper and deeper for real.
Like
what you sipping on?
The Jameson Black Barrel shit.
Oh yeah. I ain't try that. It's good.
It's alright. Still Jameson. It's alright.
Yeah.
But
That
even
drink
like,
come in it's like a black bottle. It's like a black wrapper on the bottle.
yeah, it's still clear. It's not like a
Yeah. I think I seen it.
yeah, it's white and black. But yeah, like how even like this Elon Musk shit with the whole like Neuralink shit. He's making like smarter humans. So like eventually, yeah, we're gonna create something.
Yeah, man. Shit. I feel like we're gonna get too smart for ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna something's gonna go wrong.
Like the that one documentary I recommended a while ago. It's called the Transcendent Man. I think it's by Ray Kurzweil. And he does a lot of stuff now, like involving like AI and stuff, shit like that. But
oh, for real?
It's gonna be too smart.
Yeah. Yep.
Especially the quantum computing, like there's no end to it, like every possibility that you could think of. And they be putting the shit in all these movies.
Yeah.
they be letting you know, like, this is not a good idea.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think it's like a power, it's almost like a power struggle, because like people want to do it to the nth degree so they can have imminent power. And like you said, if you got a system or an analytic system, like, and I feel like that's why they're pouring all of this money into that IBM Watson drink.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got a system that'll tell you every probability and every, every analytical option of what you have, and it can think like that in like a couple seconds, like that shit is a lot of power, man. That's a lot of fucking power.
Yeah. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
And that's so funny because Westworld touched on a lot of that shit too.
Yeah. Like the downloading of consciousness. They talked about that. They talked about just especially that, because like they put their consciousness in like robot bodies and like transferred it from body to body, and they had the big supercomputer every possibility, and it was predicting people's futures. And when they start sending that shit to them and like
that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, people was tripping. People was tripping.
That's crazy.
But
that should be a topic too, because I think that was one of the things that we were looking at, but it didn't become a topic. But like, would you pick to see your future? You know what I'm saying? If you could get like a whole screen of what will happen, all the bad things, all the good things, like, would you want to see that shit?
Nah. Let me.
Yeah, I don't think I would want to see that shit either, because all you be doing is living and expecting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Expecting each one to hit, rather than living your life.
Yeah. Let me find my way myself.
Right. So the funny thing, I think we're gonna talk about this too. But the funny thing that I got too from that last episode of
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft.
You seen the final?
Is that yeah, but I'm not even gonna go deep into it. I'm just gonna go real scratch the surface.
Uh-huh.
Did you notice that his father, when he was growing up, had him come with the baseball bat, and it was actually him. So it was like it was part of history already. It wasn't like it was a ripple and he came.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Full circle. That's what Jones called.
Yes. I feel like that's so true because I don't think you can actually go. You know what I'm saying? If we could do it, I don't think you can go in the past and actually change the past because you're in the past while it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So that it wasn't like a ripple effect. It actually did happen when he was 7 or 8 years old.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
right. Because the past is the past.
Right. Right.
And that was the same thing as like to be cheesy, Back to the Future. He couldn't change that. He couldn't change the script. He can change his presence in the past, but he couldn't change the past itself.
Right.
Right.
Right. And so the funny thing about that is when you look at butterfly effect,
yeah,
and how one small thing like changed everything.
Yep.
Like that's a total opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's when they was like interfering too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
He couldn't really change like the meat and the potatoes of the shit.
And that's what he was trying to do the whole time. Yeah. Yeah.
But as far as like seeing the future and shit, as far as like the Back to the Future shit, like hell yeah, I want to do that. As far as like sports betting and shit, that he was using that shit for evil. He was predicting all the games and shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I would want to know that, but it's definitely consequences on the other hand.
Shit, what consequences?
Just knowing like what you like, you know, who's gonna die, like where you're gonna be, and you know, certain outcomes, you try to interfere with the certain outcomes. Yeah, that's just not healthy. It's not healthy for you.
You know what? I was gonna say your whole life is probably gonna revolve around that shit. Like you can't, like you wouldn't even be able to live your life because you just be like expecting shit to happen. Like
on the day
like trying to predict it. Yeah.
Corey, we talking about would you want to know? Would you want to know your future? Would you want to know your future in detail?
Oh.
Like you seen Westworld. So like if somebody said I'm gonna give you like a whole screen and it's gonna tell you exactly what happens in your life every year, good and bad, would you want to know it?
Nah, I don't think so.
You too, Marcus.
I thought we were just getting into sports.
I wouldn't.
Marty McFly shit. Nah, I'm Gucci.
No, I wouldn't want to know either for the same exact reason y'all was saying.
Yeah.
I like to think I had some type of sway over my life and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But do that mean you don't though? If you don't know?
You said what?
Do it mean do it? All right. If you don't know every step of the way, do it mean that you don't have, you know, a control over your life? Does that make sense?
It must. Yeah, it makes sense.
But if you don't know, that means you don't really, like, it's not in cement. Like, you don't know what's going to unfold. So you really don't have no control.
I don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, you yeah.
Because is the future certain? Like, if you're saying that I can go into the future or see my future or whatever the fuck. So
not necessarily your future, but like certain events in your life it has to happen. So like,
so basically you're saying I have no control over this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just how you react in those situations when they arise.
Yeah. Y'all saw what's his name? The joint with Denzel's son.
Tenet. I still ain't see Tenet yet. I
What happened?
I got to watch it like 3 more times, Paul.
All right,
hold on. What did y'all go to the movie?
One thing that he said,
TV, what?
So one thing that he said was he didn't tell him what happened because he didn't want him to try to make moves and try to predict how to change it. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll predict how you move in life if you know what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
And so the team or whatever, and he was saying, because he was actually going back in time, and what he was saying was he ain't tell him what happened, or he ain't tell him that it was him, because you act a different way. You have a different reaction to things if you know what's about to happen. So he's like, and I think that makes a lot of sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your reactions and the way you handle yourself, like if you don't exactly know what's gonna happen or what's coming down the road, like it's almost like, you know, you're gonna react realistically. And
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain it, but
you're gonna walk out on faith, not just, you know.
yeah, not knowledge. Yeah.
I feel like
I mean, I guess that's kind of the whole point. Like the whole reason why we even here is to not know, so we can learn. You know, to not know, so we can know, type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, you know, like they say, God has a plan for everybody. So it's like, you know, He knows what's going to happen. We just gotta, you know what I'm saying, just go through the experience. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you're not really supposed to know. You know, like, so yeah, because at the end of the day, if you already knew how your life was already mapped out, then what would be the point of going through the experiences? You see what I'm saying? Like usually when you don't see it coming, or you know what I'm saying, the like I said, the unknowing, that's usually where your learning comes from. So you gotta go through it. And they say this whole physical life is nothing but a school anyway, dude. Like we here because it's something we supposed to be learning on a spiritual level any damn way. So this whole life is all about learning anyway. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
The peaks and valleys.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, but do y'all truly believe that? Like, have you ever like sat down and thought to yourself, like, all right, I've gone through these experiences in life. Like, all right, so what, like, do you really think you want to even have any idea what God's real plan is for you? Like, do you feel like you know that, or you know what I'm saying? Or like, do you have any idea, like through your experience in life, you be like, okay, this is what I think I'm here for. You know what I'm saying?
It'd be like when I have like and this sound wild, like near death experiences or shit like that. I'm like, it's not my time. It's not my time to go or record. Yeah, it's not my time to go, or you know, I just got a little bit more, you know, lessons to come apart.
Yeah, that's true. Like whenever you go through a situation like that, or at least my understanding, or at least how I see it, you know, is like when you go through those situations, a lot of times it's just to let you know that, like, you know, like you said, it's just more that you got to learn, like, you know, you're not paying attention enough, like, you know what I'm saying, like, or you taking things for granted. You know what I mean? So
it's not for you to literally like question. I don't think you shouldn't question anything. I mean, you shouldn't question it at that type of level. Like what? I don't know.
I mean, well, I mean, just, you know, I wouldn't say like as far as like questioning God, but like in a way, it's like it's like faith. You know what I'm saying? It's like having faith that He has a plan for you, but also just trying to understand, like, you know what I'm saying, so you know what path to move on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of our journeys is spiritual. It's something inside us that make us want to express ourselves the way we do. Make us want to go in this direction, and we have these interests. It's something inside us that make us that way. So we, you know, a lot of us we try to figure out what our plan is, you know what I'm saying, based off that, you know. So
yeah, you just gotta do what you gotta do with this chance you got.
yeah, and that goes back to that whole conversation as far as the motivation. It's like even within that, like if you believe that God has a plan for you, you can't really just be, you know what I'm saying, like not trying to be the best that He put you here to be. You know, it's like you letting down the Creator because, you know, He allowed you to live to 30, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is. And I'm not saying like, niggas gotta be out here. I'm trying to say at least striving to improve on some level in any way. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I think that's pretty much what it is. And it's almost like that saying, like when they say if you in the airplane and the plane going down, they was like save yourself because you can help people better by saving yourself rather than trying to give the little air mask to somebody else. Yeah, it's like if you are in better shape, if you are in better, mental place, you have better mental health, like that you can be a better service to the world if you improve yourself. You know what I mean? So that's kind of even motivation within itself alone, So
Al, you missed out. Would you want to know your future in detail?
Nope.
Flat out.
Nope. Let that shit happen. I think I'm also one of them people that I don't like to ask questions. I don't like to ask too many questions. I like to experience stuff as it is. So like I can ask questions about some stuff, but at the same time, I want to experience some things on my own as opposed to like to knowing everything in advance. That'd probably be like,
yeah, that's some hard shit to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Exactly, like, like oh shit, like even if you just driving and the fucking red light is coming, you about to be blown because like you want to either accelerate or what have you, but like to actually know,
yeah, exactly.
like the whole intricacies, like even if you like again, if you driving on the beltway and fucking traffic about to be 30 minutes and you literally just have to sit there for that 30 minutes, like yeah, it probably pissed me off.
What was that movie?
But it's so funny.
With Jim Carrey, he was Almighty.
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruce
like
Almighty, yeah.
It's like that. Like, if you have that power, like you don't really know how to deal with the shit on the day to day.
Cowboys players have anonymously called coaching staff totally unprepared and they just aren't good at their jobs.
Yeah, that's some messy shit, Al. I would expect that from us, not y'all.
Hey, I got a question. Do y'all respect like anonymous like when shit like that comes out and it's like from an anonymous source, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like
we been dealing with that shit all the time. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's always sources.
But that's what I'm saying.
Always
like
sources.
That's what I'm saying.
Bullshit.
Like that shit don't mean nothing to me.
But the masses over here feed into sources. We don't feed into sources.
Yeah, you in the nation's capital.
That shit seemed off. Like even when I saw that shit just seemed off to me. It was like anonymous source. Like, yeah, I get it.
Bro, we've been dealing with that shit. I talked about shit last week. If sources were real, if sources were real, they would name their name. As
a matter of fact, Brandon Carr, we just released him. He said some shit like that, and I think that's why, maybe that's why he got released. I don't know, but he said some shit like that, and then he got released. He was like,
sometimes I be thinking it'd be the players, like it'd be like these new age niggas that be like just be leaking shit for like no reason. I be thinking for real, be like the players that just don't know no better. Like they just don't have like no type of like moral standards. They just be saying anything to like these beat reporters and shit. But sometimes I think the beat reporters be making up shit and spinning it.
Everything, and they be making shit up. I think them niggas straight up be making up
but
shit.
At the same time, I think it'd be these young niggas that just be saying anything. They put a microphone, you know what I mean? They just be saying anything.
All right, man. It's probably both. I can see.
And even
I can definitely see that too, though.
Even not even some young niggas. I would just say some disgruntled motherfuckers.
Yep.
But it could be young, disgruntled young niggas.
Yeah.
Or just a hating ass nigga in the locker room. Like I guarantee you, there's one in every locker room. There's at least one hating ass nigga. Like
it's at least a handful.
But the thing is, like,
yeah,
like, of course. I thought we got rid of all these motherfuckers. Like, and it's the same shit. New coach, still the same shit. No matter how hard nosed or how militant the coach is, it's still the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Y'all never get it. Nobody will ever
even peep after that last game, right? This nigga JP Finley was like, now he was like, yeah, I was critical on Haskins. I'm gonna be critical on Kyle Allen. He's just not the guy. Alex Smith should be our quarterback. And I'm just sitting there like, nigga, you just look. I was like, nigga, you just want a quarterback controversy so bad. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on,
That's the whole.
JP Finley, JP
Finley. Because first he was, when Haskins was in, he was clamoring for Kyle Allen. Then fucking Kyle Allen played. Now he clamoring for Alex Smith. So I think this nigga is trying to push quarterback controversies because he know that they always sell. You know, quarterback controversies always sell.
Hey, it's on site. If I see you, JP.
Like, that
nigga straight up on TV pushing that agenda. And this nigga B Mitch went in on him and B Mitch be going back. If you watch y'all need to start watching the Redskins post game, man. Like I think B Mitch he kind of called JP Finley out for that shit a couple times. Huh?
I say it's on site when I see JP Finley.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I know it's only one play, but that nigga Kyle Allen had a hell of a run. Was it maybe a third or a fourth down when he was getting tackled? He switched the ball. I was like, oh, that was kind of nice.
That's one thing I would give Kyle Allen over Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins never acted like a fucking athlete, and that shit used to blow me. Like this nigga never act like he played like any nigga. You one of us. Like you never hooped before. Like you never hit a nigga with spin move or something.
Never.
Like, he never acted like an athlete. That's one thing that blew me. That's one thing that always like blew me.
When he runs, he's just a straight line. He was a straight line runner when he runs.
I don't get it. Like how you gonna be 20 years old and have no mobility? Like I don't get it.
Just not.
You might as well be out there.
I'm not saying you gotta be like a Lamar. Get out the way. Get out the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look like a professional athlete.
Now I've seen this nigga. I've seen this nigga get out of danger before. Like, I've seen it at least last year
in college.
You haven't seen where niggas was like, oh shit, I didn't know he can do that. Like, you remember that? You don't remember none of those times. Like, I've seen this nigga escape danger before. I've seen that shit.
Yeah, but not like how he should be. Like
maybe not consistently.
He got Daniel Jones running like. You seen that option he ran?
Daniel Jones is fast though.
I'm not talking about fast. He has athleticism in him. Like Dwayne Haskins don't have like athleticism.
Hey, I thought Daniel Jones was about to take that jump to the crib on y'all.
I thought he was too.
The camera thought he was about to. The camera was like stuck in the backfield, and this nigga was all the way up the sideline. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yo, that nigga is gone. He run at least a 4 or 5, maybe not 4.6. He probably run about 4.6, about 4.6.
You know the thing about the Skins organization is this is why that it is the way it is.
So much politicians.
All right, hold on. He about to let us know. I really want to hear this though.
It's the
he might make a good point.
And the head offices and shit, and they act like the Skins have been a fucking dynasty or some shit forever, or whatever the fuck. So any quarterback that comes into the joint, it should be at least 5-0 as soon as we start get out the motherfucking gates. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get out the motherfucking gates, it should be 5-0, wherever the fuck. So that's why nobody's ever able to fucking, settle down and elite like a Dwayne Haskins. I don't understand that. Anybody else? You have the fucking Giants, Daniel Jones. Yeah, he was shitty last year.
He was trash in that last game.
Quarterbacks that come to the league, they're about to fucking let Tua come in this joint in Miami and get his lumps, as they say. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that shit about the Redskins organization. It's not like it was a fucking dynasty for years or whatever, and niggas are supposed to just fucking ball as soon as they come in this joint. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand.
All right. So do you think in this instant, Daniel Snyder should have like put his foot down and be like, Ron, like, nah, bro, you tripping with this one. Like, we are starting Dwayne Haskins.
I think Daniel Snyder should be the last nigga to say anything because he's already fucked up the organization. He's already fucked up the organization.
I don't think it's nothing he can.
But now,
I don't think it's nothing he can do though.
Ron, huh? He's.
I mean, I don't think it's nothing that he can do as far as because this would be a whole nother RG3 situation again. Remember, because they were saying
already
like,
is, bro.
They were saying that Dan Snyder.
It is. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Randall. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like they diminished the whole man.
Instance.
I
would say at this instance, Daniel Snyder should put his fucking foot down. We just used a fucking first round draft pick for this quarterback, so yeah, we should fucking cultivate and
you know what's crazy?
Try to get everybody around him to do something good.
Hold on, you know what's crazy? Because Dan Snyder can he can what do you call it? He can tamper with shit, right? But
he can, but he can't.
Jerry Jones, all he do is tamper, and he don't get no slack.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say.
No slack.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say.
He'll be the first nigga on the field at halftime.
Like they never question his ass. They never question him. I mean, they question him, but like. It's his way. It's his way.
Yeah, because
niggas know he's an owner.
So some of the talking heads I hear from, they always be like, you know what I'm saying, like Jerry hasn't relinquished the power. Jerry still wants the power of, you know what I'm saying, like operating and being the quote unquote general manager. Also like the Jimmy Johnson era and different things like that. And that's why I was about to say, like, the Redskins don't want that. Like, I don't know how Daniel Snyder works as far as like stepping in and be like, nah, we picked Dwayne Haskins to be the number one quarterback and we're going to play him. But even still, you got to, if he's going to do that, then the coach is going to want to leave because the coach is going to be like, this is my team, quote unquote. I mean, I know this is your organization, but this is my team. And if I don't perform, I need to get somebody in here who suits my system. But like Jerry tries to bum rock. Not only tries, Jerry does seem to overtake a lot, and it fucks up. It can fuck up a lot. In my,
I would say it. Yeah, but I feel like as far as Snyder anyway, he doesn't seem like somebody who's football knowledgeable. He doesn't seem like somebody that's football knowledgeable. Maybe we heard the story of him. Oh yeah, Redskins was my team growing up, or whatever the fuck. But I don't think he's football knowledgeable, which is why it hasn't gone the way it should have gone anyway. As far as getting big names over, I mean, the Redskins have had fucking names on the roster for years.
What?
For years. I'm talking.
No.
Listen, but listen, just because somebody is knowledgeable about football as an owner don't mean shit. Like that don't mean nothing. That's not for them to do. Like you can see like what.
Yeah, but
no. Let me finish. Go ahead. Like because you can see like with the owner that owner don't really have to do shit, but but owner's not really supposed to write the checks. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to get the places that are able to make the football decisions. The owner is supposed to encompass and carry out everything else. But as far as like actually knowing about the game, that could impact your judgment because you feel like you know some shit. And like hypothetically speaking, I'll just talk about Jerry because that's the Cowboys owner. But like Jerry could be thinking about some shit from when he played in the 60s or some shit, and he think the game was like that, as opposed to like how the game is being played now, and getting a general manager in there who is adapting to how the game is played and how fucking coaches and players are evolving, as opposed to like going back in time and living his own past life just because it was his glory days.
I will take that though. I would take that over being fucking just winning 3 games every goddamn year. That makes no fucking sense. Yeah, winning 3 games, maybe 5 games at the most out of the year. How many years has that been? How many seasons has that been for the Redskins? How many seasons has that been? You know what I'm saying? It's like it makes no fucking sense. That makes no fucking sense. I would take Jerry Jones as an owner anytime.
No,
anytime.
No, because look, even still, I think, and I might be wrong, but I feel like, I mean, in the past couple of years, the Redskins have had just as many double-digit win seasons as the Cowboys, and that's not based off of like the actual owner. That's based off of the talent, and that can be based off of the GM and who you put around. So it just because like we have Jerry Jones and he knows football, don't mean like just because that Snyder didn't play the game or what have I don't know his background, but that don't mean shit. I mean, yeah, that don't mean shit.
I agree, but I feel like Daniel is probably more involved than most niggas think he is. Anyway, I think Daniel is way more involved than most niggas think he is, and he needs to just let it go. Just let it go. Just fucking let it go. Let somebody who with the football IQ just do their thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna draft a number one quarterback, all right, cool. In a draft, if you're gonna draft a quarterback in the first round, all right, cool. Let that man do his thing. Speaking on Haskins, anyway, let that man do his thing. Let him make his mistakes and shit. And how many years has Haskins been here?
2. But this is the thing. This is
Second
the thing.
year.
This is the thing. Like,
Come on, man.
He, for the most part, Dan Snyder relinquished his powers to Ron Rivera, and Ron Rivera so-called came up with a plan at the beginning of the season, the offseason, and said Dwayne Haskins is the guy, and then totally did a 180. This is the problem. So the fans, the diehard fans that's not stupid and like, football, knowledge and shit, we not buying this shit. We're not buying it. That's the biggest issue.
So the thing is, he had a plan and he was lying about what he was going to do as far as the plan.
Still lying. He's still lying.
His own shit.
Like, he's taking us for idiots. We're a smart fan base. You can't lie to us.
Yeah. And that's why I had mentioned, I'm like, Doug, what is he trying to do? Y'all say he trying to tank the shit. So if he trying to tank the joint, is he trying to fucking draft the quarterback that he wants? You know what I'm saying? He did not mention Cam Newton once or twice when
he said
during the whole offseason.
We are staying away from Cam Newton. That's the problem.
Exactly. So I'm like, what is he trying to do? What is he trying to do? Nobody's saying shit.
Right.
Because Cam is in. I mean, he didn't do good last week. I mean, he had a week off.
Yeah, he fucked up my money.
The team and shit.
Cam, you fucked up my money.
I was thinking,
but that's a week off.
That's
a week off.
I know I said I want to get a quarterback, but then again, if we bring a quarterback in, it might be the same shit all over again. You know what I'm saying? So I think we might have to go O-line.
And that was my thing that I was talking about. I was like, I don't understand the Skins organization. It's like everybody. I don't know if it's the coaches or the niggas in charge, the administrative staff. It's like they think a quarterback is supposed to just come out here. You see, everybody's supposed to come out here and do a fucking Pat Mahomes or some shit or whatever, and just be out here in beast mode and just winning ball games just off the strength of just coming out this joint. I don't understand that shit. You gotta let these motherfuckers cultivate they art and shit. Everybody can't just come out here and be a fucking Hall of Fame quarterback. I don't understand that shit. Let a nigga get his shit in. Definitely like a Haskins or somebody. It's like, come on, man. That was a first round draft pick. I'm very disappointed.
All right, switching sports. Randall, you fuck with UFC, right? You know Justin Gaethje against Nurmagomedov. I don't know how to say his name, but that's gonna be a hell of a match.
Yeah.
On Saturday. That's at 2:00 too. I never seen one of them fights at 2 p.m., bro. It's because they in Dubai. That's why. They in Abu Dhabi.
Also, we need to talk about this Lomachenko and
Lopez. Lopez.
Yeah.
Lopez.
I think that changed the guard for a lot of shit.
Boy.
A lot of people
Lopez ate his ass up.
And I don't mean to cut you off, Paul, but a lot of people had Lomachenko as pound for pound number 1.
Big name. Yeah. He's a big name.
Even though
I think it's because of his name. I think it's because of the name.
I had Canelo pound for pound number 1 because he's battle tested, but That's a big change of the guard.
Yeah. So who Lopez gonna face next? Then?
Whoever.
I think because Javante was fighting. He's fighting this week coming up.
Oh yeah.
I think they was trying to figure out because for the most say what you want about. I mean, Lomachenko he lost this jump, but he always wanted to fight the best of the best. Like he constantly called out Javante. So maybe whoever win this jump fight, or maybe Javante eventually fight Lomachenko. I don't know.
I can see that.
But you know.
But Lopez looked like a star, dog. Lopez is a star now, dog.
He do. Absolutely
he
do.
ready. Ready.
But would you think Lopez will fight Javante? I think Floyd be in Javante ear and tell him, pick your fight wisely.
Yeah, he will fight. If he fight him, his daddy gonna put that shit together. He put the Lomachenko shit together. His daddy gonna put that shit together. That's the Lamar Ball of boxing. His pops. That's Lamar Ball of boxing.
But Lomachenko daddy, coach him.
True. But I'm just speaking off of like Lopez was just like a you know what I'm saying? Lopez is like they had to put that shit, they had to get that shit together. His pops had to get that shit put together. Had to. When am I gonna fight that man? But he definitely pieced his ass up. He pieced his ass up, and I was thoroughly surprised.
It was gonna be close. It was gonna be close at like the ending rounds, but Lopez definitely finished it off strong. He's
a good boxer. He's a good, not a fighter. He's a good boxer.
I thought he was a good fighter, but this fight he showed me he was a great boxer. Because a lot of his fights, and I picked this shit to go to over. Pat on my back. I picked this shit to go over to like 10.5 rounds because I never seen him fight a whole 12 rounds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got good length. He's got good reach. He was using that jab real good.
Where you was watching that shit in Vegas, bro?
In the room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on cable. It was on cable. Shit. Yeah, that was a good ass fucking fight. I didn't think it was gonna be that good. And they had a couple good fights before that too, leading up to the joint.
Yeah.
So what weight class? They're not in the weight class like Bud Crawford and all them, right? Nah, right?
No.
Yeah.
I think so.
So they can't really like definitively prove who's best pound for pound.
Nah.
Cause I think Bud kind of like level up now that Loma level down. And Errol Spence, he got like a warm-up fight coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I think he just fight?
Errol? Nah.
Huh.
I don't know why I thought he just or maybe I'm thinking that I just heard about him fighting. He got some shit coming up though, yeah. Like within the fight, like next month.
Mm-hmm.
He
got
in that bad accident, so you don't know how much that shit affected him for real. At all.
Facts. Hey, so I ain't see this last fight, but I feel like a lot of fights, especially when they go 12 rounds, it always comes down to the judges' scorecards, and like each judge is viewing it at their own vantage point or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And they was wilding on the cards. They was wilding on the cards.
What's some ways that like, because I mean we already know, especially in Vegas or well even with boxing, but period, it seemed like there's no like set standard for like scoring bouts or scoring fights. How do y'all? I've been trying to figure out or come up with like a solution or like thought process on how that shit could be judged, like subjectively, whether it's like. Because the shit just be all over the place, like legit. Like I could be watching a fight and I'm looking at something and I can see something, and then at the same time, Marcus could be watching the same exact fight, but he sees it a total different way. But yet we are judges and we're supposed to be scoring this shit. How is this possible? And like nobody knows like the criteria. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's the system is flawed. The system is flawed.
Yeah, the only way you can do it is like bringing some new technology. Have these niggas wear some vests and shit and fucking shit in they goddamn gloves and shit, and you get the points. You hearing them shit, the points ringing off and shit.
But points are misleading, I think.
Yeah.
But who counts like the punches missed and hit and all that and power punches? Like who counts that shit?
I don't even think that, I mean, like they have the I know they have the little systems in place that count them shits, but I don't think the judges actually like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think the judges use those like, oh well, he won this round by that many punches or anything. I don't think they do. I think they go by literally the eye test, but I might be wrong.
Oh, that's how they do it?
Hold on,
I had no idea. So the refs have no idea like what the score of the you know what I'm trying to say. Like this, so the referee, so they literally just be straight up just off the just watching it.
Dog. They count punches. They count punches the whole time.
Yeah, no, I said they count punches. They count punches. I'm saying I don't think,
but they don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't think the judges factor that into their scorecards. I think the judges are literally looking at it like with tunnel vision for one round, and then like for that one round, it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go 10-9, 10-8, 9-9, however you want to score it. But I don't think they actually factor into play. I might be wrong. I don't think they factor into play like the jabs, the actual punches landed, the power punches, and all that different things. But
no, it's got to be a way to factor that shit in.
So the referees have no idea what the punch, like the punches landed missed at all when they're judging. Like that's only for us to see.
Randall, what you?
They got to be taking tallies. They got to be taking tallies over there. They got to be taking tallies.
I'm not sure.
It gotta be. You take one tally for.
Hey, what about what's it called?
2 tallies for
Ryan Garcia.
Oh yeah, Ryan Garcia said he want to fight. He called out somebody. At the same time, I don't see him fighting nobody.
Who he trying to fight?
He ain't fought nobody. Bro, I heard he was calling out Gervonta.
Yeah, he did.
Calling out Gervonta or some shit like that.
I
feel like a lot of niggas be calling out Gervonta on the low.
They be talking shit on Twitter.
Who is Gervonta fighting? Who is he fighting?
He don't fight nobody.
Oh, I thought he had a fight coming up. He don't got no fight.
No, he fight Saturday. He fight Saturday.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who he fighting?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
He on this Floyd Mayweather shit.
Yeah.
He pick who he want to fight. So let y'all niggas know next week.
Oh, he fight Leo Santa Cruz. So like that's a doormat.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Gambo was all right. Gambo wasn't no scrub.
I mean, just like these dudes supposed to be fighting the best of the best.
Yeah.
Dog, boxing ain't like it used to be, dog. No, niggas ain't really fighting the best of the best, but you know, so it's entertaining. It's a big pay-per-view event, a pay-per-view name anyway.
I was talking about UFC, bro, because that damn Gahey and Nurmagomedov, that shit gonna be.
Yeah, Shaq with the phonetics.
I don't know, Randall. I ain't lose a UFC bet yet, and I've been betting that shit for like seven.
Paul showed me a parlay, and you wouldn't believe this.
Oh shit! I gotta see how much niggas winning off this UFC shit.
I bet like 6 fights on that parlay. I think I got like 400 something off of that.
How much you had to put up?
A parlay.
Like $25.
No, that's what I'm about to say. My man put up 25 and 400.
You know how close the odds be on UFC fights?
Shit.
That's a dangerous man right there.
Let's sit right next to this nigga and put my bets in. Let's go.
What'd you say, Randall?
I said, you know how close the odds be on UFC fights?
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Because anybody can catch that shit.
Yep.
At any given moment, too. Like that shit can just be curtain. But But that's the thing, like, and it's a technique to that shit. Because some of them fighters, like, they don't knock out. You know what I'm saying? So I look at the odds. Some of them literally only submit, and you can see some of them like want to go into round 5 just so they can get experience. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's still like really iffy, but you can tell if you got two people that's only grapplers and they're not like, you know, knockout artists, that they gonna probably go into round at least 4, or if it's like a intermediate match, then they probably go into, you know, the top 3 rounds or whatever. So I don't know. This Gahey and no matter golf fight is gonna be crazy though, because both of them motherfuckers got like superpower. Like
when they fight,
Saturday at 2:00. They in Abu Dhabi, so they in, you know, I don't know, they supposedly like somewhere near the beach and shit.
I want to see that
in UAE.
And they no fans, right?
Yeah, no fans. I think it's
that
limited.
That shit gotta be weird though. Having like a UFC match with like no fans. That shit has to be weird.
They
did a street fight in the alley.
That's probably more weird than football, like any other sport to me. Like
so Marcus, they did a sound bite on how loud the hits are with no fans in there. And that's shit's crazy. Like, you can hear that shit echo. Like, when somebody gets smacked or punched, that shit is crazy. Like, I'm like, how do you know what I'm saying? Like, it usually it's like hundreds of fans that just like eat up all of that sound. But that, you know, having all of the mics and stuff there, and somebody like, you know, punch your fucking mouth guard out, like, that shit's crazy.
There ain't no boxing gloves, them padded gloves, and they crushing.
Yeah. Right.
Let me see that shit.
Yeah. Them joints is basically only made just to protect your knuckles. It ain't about the other person.
Right. it ain't about safety. Not real safety anyway.
It's really your knuckles, so you can keep punching them and shit. It ain't got nothing else. Like, you know, that shit's funny though. But even what make it weird though, even too, is like just like it's nobody in there, and like, you know, he got the nigga, you hearing all the fucking like grunting and the like you know what I'm saying? Like, while they fighting, like, that shit is just gotta be weird too. Just like listening to, you know, like he got a nigga in a submission hole and he all like, you can hear, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is like, I don't know.
Yeah, because they man, they be bending your elbow like this way, like popping that shit out of socket. I can only imagine like the agony of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas probably just be screaming like
that's what I'm saying.
I would never do that shit. Unless I done like trained up on the Bruce Lee or somebody or some I know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Corey, your weight class, how much you still like, you like 240?
Yeah, man.
Your weight class, them bombers is huge, bro.
Yeah, I ain't even trying to do all that. It's already bad enough for boxing, like for 240 or 200 up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's already bad enough for boxing. UFC, dog. Fuck that shit. How much are they getting paid to do this shit, nigga?
And the fucked up part about it is,
how much money do they actually? Do they make a lot of money though?
That's what I was gonna say. They don't get paid a lot, man.
Like, the average guy, the regular average dude probably don't make a lot of money like that.
They don't get
obviously
paid
the stars and shit.
Yeah, some of the people that's actually on these main bouts, they only getting like 10K a fight.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Get a job. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. 10,000 to get my fucking
10,000 to get your
fuck
ass
out. Nah, man. What they goddamn minds. And I might not be able to walk after that joint. These niggas might fuck my shit up where I can't even walk. I might be a quadriplegic or some shit after this fight. Nigga, 10,000. Come on, dog. Niggas got to be smarter about their business.
Yeah, that's why what's his name? McGregor. took his. That's why he went to boxing, because even as him, I mean, he got. I think he got like up to. I think he got up to like 50,000 one fight for UFC.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like his top match. Yeah, 50,000.
That's why he about to get the dog shit beat out of him by Manny Pacquiao. I can't wait to see that fight.
You think that's really gonna happen?
Yeah, that's gonna happen. They're scheduled. It's scheduled. Manny Pacquiao ain't going nowhere. Manny Pacquiao ain't going nowhere. He don't get that. He don't get that.
I kind of felt. I kind of felt like when McGregor lost that fight to Mayweather and he got all that money, that nigga was done. Like, I feel like he really didn't want to fight no more. He kind of
that's a lot of money.
He kind of had to.
Yeah,
but I felt like that nigga was enjoying his
paid to lose. Shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, he took a whole year off of UFC. He ain't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't even think even to this day, I don't think this nigga really want to fight no more. Like, I think he just does it because he has to sustain his brand and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he loves to do that shit.
Let's go out here. Let me get my 15 mil just to lose real quick. You know what I'm saying? I can do something with that. I ain't got to break an arm or somebody break my motherfucking leg or some shit. You know what I'm saying? In the UFC, I could just get punched up a couple times. It would be Gucci. I'll be right back in the club tomorrow night. Right back in the club tomorrow night. Shit. That's what that shit be. What's this nigga Alex smiling about? New topic. New but old topic.
What's that?
How y'all niggas feel about this election? Y'all got winning?
Was that your question?
Yeah. That's my question. Who y'all got winning?
I'm talking. Was that your submission on the jump?
No, I didn't submit shit.
Do you ever submit shit?
I didn't submit shit because I'm a nigga. I didn't submit shit. I'm submitting it now.
I don't think that shit.
Who y'all got winning, man? Who y'all got winning?
I don't think that shit matters.
I think it's.
I honestly.
I'm not asking if it matters.
Hey, I think if Joe Biden win, this shit is like. This shit is like super rigged. But I think if Trump win, this shit is also rigged. But I think if Biden win, it's super rigged.
Nigga, who do you think is gonna win? Is the question.
Hold on,
I think Biden's gonna win. Even though he's like, they say he's like ahead of the polls, but he really can't technically be ahead of the polls if he's pulling out all these stops as far as like Obama doing his little where was they at this weekend? They were somewhere this weekend. They brought the All-Stars. They brought Clinton and Obama. Like they it's like
they brought it the Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
they brought the Hall of Famers.
I don't really think he ahead of the polls like they say he is. If he got to do all that shit. So.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but
I can understand that.
But at the same time, I don't know,
it's just so weird with all this like fake. Like every time you log on your phone, it's like, oh, did you get ready to vote?
Yeah,
all the time. It's like that. I've never seen this shit like this. It's like that. That Chappelle Show episode when he was like walking through the internet.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It be in like every app too. It be on like every damn app.
Like, that's
you open any
none of y'all business.
app, it don't matter.
Like, why is
you registered to vote?
Why is PetSmart asking me to vote?
Right.
I protect the animals, baby.
You could just give me my dog food. Why?
Yeah. These niggas is tripping, bro. Who you think gonna win, Simo? Since you so
shit. I'm that's why I'm asking y'all, because I honestly like. I mean, like you were saying, if we watch the fucking media and shit and what they got to say about the shit, Yeah, Biden is leading in the polls and shit. But again, like last time, they said Hillary was winning and shit, and she definitely lost. She definitely lost. She won the popular vote, but she fucking lost the electoral college and shit. So I don't know. I honestly have nobody won the fucking debate, but yeah, it was a bunch. We were disappointed at how Trump was acting and whatever the fuck. It might come down to just decency or whatever as far as voting, which would, I guess, you know what I'm saying? That should have already been there, but
about decency.
yeah, just fucking decency is as far as how the and that's fucking stupid as shit. It's just far as they was taking it down as far as decency as far as the actual debate went, and we're not talking about how we can go back in time and say that everybody, how he was saying everybody on both sides were at fault as far as the Charlottesville shit and all types of other dumb shit he said or whatever. But it comes down to the debate where they're saying, "Oh yeah, he was, I didn't like his tone or whatever, blah blah blah." Trump hasn't changed. He's been doing the same shit. He's been doing the same shit since he got in office. It's nothing changed. There's nothing changed. It's the first time you voted for his ass. Nothing has changed. So it's like, I don't know. Anything can happen. Honestly, I have no idea what the fuck is gonna happen. Honestly.
Do you see how they ramping up? You got something to say out before I get into this?
No, I was just gonna say it's a lot of divergence going on right now too. So
yeah,
you got, because you got you got everybody, and I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but you got like so many different people coming out and so many different narratives. Like, remember last week we talked about how the Trump campaign said that Ice Cube was working with them and everything, and then you follow that up with 50, and then you also got Diddy, who came out and said we need to come out and create our own. We need to create our own party or something like that, like 18 days or something like that, like right before the election.
Should have been did that.
That's what I'm saying.
All that money, you should have been did that.
Right. It's called Our Black Party. I joined that shit too, by the way.
But once again, I get it. But that's the diversion. Like, literally, you're not only 18 days away from the whenever he said that, like the actual people were accepting votes at that time. So when you say that, it's like, oh shit, like it's a diversion now. And like now some people who either, you know what I'm saying, were on the fence about either going to vote or on the fence about who they were going to vote for, are just like, I don't know if I even want to vote no more because maybe this isn't the year for me. And so like you got so many different people pulling you in different ways. I mean, it's your vote and it's your opportunity to cast your vote. But I think like the diversions or that could cause some problems.
Yeah. I would say if there were any time that I would agree that there was a fake media, a fake news or whatever, I would say that about Ice Cube or whatever. Because I watched Trump campaign definitely tried to use his motherfucking ass, but they had this nigga on MSNBC with I forgot the nigga's name or whatever. They interviewed this motherfucker. They was grilling him about that shit. It was like, oh, so now you down with Trump or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, motherfucker, no. Them niggas asked me about my shit, so I told them about my shit, whatever the fuck. It had nothing to do with me being with Trump. They just happened to be the first niggas that asked me to talk, wanted to know about what the fuck I was trying to do with the black people contract or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So even when he talked to Chris Cuomo, because Chris Cuomo said that shit.
Yeah, Chris Cuomo. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was like he led the joint. He started off. He was like, yeah, Ice Cube. He's one who's known for being anti-government and so many different things. And then all of a sudden now he's working with the Trump campaign. That nigga Ice Cube came on that joint and was like, let me set the record straight, bro.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not working with the Trump campaign. We have a talking to, or we have a discussion or whatever he said, but he like tried to set him straight. And he was like, to me, Jennifer said that's how he talks, but to me, it seemed like he was frustrated, like for that entire interview because it was like Chris Cuomo was making.
He was frustrated. He was frustrated because Cuomo was out here, trying to get him, and I get it. whatever. But I definitely think he was frustrated because it felt like to me when I was watching the little excerpt or whatever, like Cuomo was trying to pull him up on some shit, and even though when he trying to say, "Oh yeah, I'm still an Ice Cube fan," but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what he said. I'm an Ice Cube fan, but but,
an Italian from New York is an
really
Ice Cube.
Huh?
An Italian old white man from New York is an Ice Cube fan.
Yeah, man. It was like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Yeah, and that's why I fuck with Cube, because Cube was not fucking with that shit. Cube was not fucking with that shit at not one point at all. He was not playing. It was like, dog, if I'm trying to fuck with both sides, not necessarily fuck with, he didn't necessarily say I'm trying to fuck with both sides, but if I'm trying to talk to these fucking leaders, the niggas that's in power, and get my shit across or whatever the fuck, if you want to hear what the fuck I'm trying to do, or whatever, we can say that. And he specifically said the Trump campaign asked me about my shit, and Biden's campaign said, "Oh, we'll talk about it after the election." So, you know what I'm saying? What can you say about that? What can you say about that? You can't, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. And that's exactly what Cube was talking about before even that interview. He was talking about how we just give our, and same thing with Kanye. He was saying we just give our vote away to the
automatically give y'all shit up to the Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't argue with Cube. But niggas are definitely trying to drag him through the mud and shit.
50.
Oh yeah, he's 50.
He was saying something about the taxes and shit. Something about his like tax.
Yeah, he was straight up. I can't be mad at 50. 50 was basically saying that I'm voting for Trump because I'm a rich nigga and I don't want my taxes to go up.
He said that?
You know what I'm saying? That's basically what he was saying.
That's basically what he said. That's what he said.
That's it.
And he was like he's leaving New York. He said he's moving out of New York because the state tax in New York for rich people is like ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, so that's guaranteed. Like I don't know why like athletes live in New York or California.
Yeah, you're crazy.
The state tax be crazy.
With a Jersey or somewhere.
I think
Jersey or somewhere. Connecticut or something.
Another one.
But the thing about 50, I'm like, that's another one. I can't be mad at 50. It's all right. People will say, "Oh, why you messing with this racist or whatever?" You know, I get it. I get that part of it. But at the end of the day, someone like 50 Cent doesn't have to deal with that shit. He's just worried about his money. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the honesty. I will appreciate the honesty as far as saying, "Oh, I'm voting for this nigga because I don't want my fucking taxes to go up." Whereas I don't want to hear no shit from somebody that's saying I'm voting for Trump because I don't believe the Black Lives Matters or there's no police brutality, so I gotta vote for him or some shit like that. If just be real about why you're voting for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying some rappers ain't speak up until they start talking about taxes?
I would agree with that. I never heard no rapper say nothing about, "Oh, I'm voting for this nigga because of taxes" or whatever. Actually 50 Cent might have to be the first person I've ever heard rapper that voted
on Front Street
saying that they're voting
on Front Street. On Front Street. Yeah.
On Front Street.
But the funny thing is that a lot of these niggas probably still vote for Trump behind the scenes.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. At least be on Front Street.
Corey, that's God damn it, Corey. But but no, that's what I was gonna say. That's what I'll be talking about. Remember how you always be talking about like people in the PG County or DMV and everything. Talk about like this is gonna be this is a blue state or this is a blue region. Like, but at the same time, some people are literally focused on their bottom line, and I mean, you can't body for anybody's or anybody's, you know what I'm saying, perception or whatever. But like that's why I say like we got to make sure that that's why I always be like trying to like push back on that. Like some people, I mean, a lot of people aren't going to vote for the blue or the red or whatever. A lot of people are literally voting for the bottom line, and their bottom line is always going to be to protect that bottom. I mean that red money or
their bottom line, that red money. Mm-hmm. I hear that. But I'm just saying people can't be mad at 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? I seen the posts and shit. I'm just happy at least he was real. You know what I'm saying? At least he was real about the shit. At least he was real about the shit.
I mean, they said that shit ain't nothing for real, like new about 50 though. I mean, well, you can already see he a businessman. He always been about. I mean, well, not always.
Exactly.
Since we've known him, he always been about his money. But they had this little report that said he's real close with he was real close with a crooked cop in New York, who used to like
probably
terrorize the street.
As far as what?
Like, what you mean? So he was. I guess what do I mean? Not what do you mean? He was like one of his closest friends was like a crooked cop in New York, and he used to like the cop used to like literally beat the shit out of like women, children, and everything, like corrupt and shit, and like plant drugs and all types of. I mean, like of course this isn't probably like foreign territory to anybody, but let alone I mean, this was
like Denzel character on
yeah, probably like that, yeah, probably like that. And so 50 was still real close friends with him. So this your guy Sean King too. So I don't know.
Well, guess what? Do you know what? You know why it doesn't matter? You know why it doesn't matter? Because he's a fucking drug dealer. 50 Cent was a fucking drug dealer, and we were all just living it up and enjoying his music and shit.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah,
people turn all the time.
What do you mean it does not? What do you mean it does not mean nothing? This dog niggas listen to drug dealer music all the time. We listen to that shit all the time, and it's like and then niggas want to get a conscience and shit because they want to vote for somebody or whatever the fuck. Now that they got money, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Like he really don't got the morals.
He never had the real moral shit anyway. So it's like, come on, man. Give me a break. Give me a break. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, I don't know if y'all know, but they said Jay-Z used to well, he may still do, but he once employed like a FBI informant, like this lady that does like all his management.
No, I never heard that.
Yeah.
Real power shit.
She's an FBI informant.
That's real money. Real money. That's real money. I gotta weed all y'all niggas out. That's real money. Trying to take me down. That's real money.
Like she did like his events and shit.
Angela.
That's real money.
Her name, Angela.
Yeah. Out here.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it at all. I ain't mad at it.
I'm saying like these dudes be preaching all this like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Talking about fuck 12. They be talking about fuck 12.
Yeah. All that shit, and y'all be working with.
Fuck 12 on the phone. Fuck 12. Nah, man.
Hey Corey, what you think about Hunter Biden's laptop?
I didn't. You gotta send me some links on that shit. You were telling me you were saying some shit about it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, give me some. Come on. Give me something. I know you know something.
It could be like just like the slight shit. Like they.
What the fuck was on the laptop?
They
confiscated.
Why you asking me like I'm in the room? But they said it could be like some slight shit with China and how you making like, you know, backdoor deals with, you know, the Communist Party, which is fucked up.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Or this it could be darker shit, like you know, like sexual trafficking type.
Like
shit.
Epstein shit.
What did you?
But like video footage.
I don't think it's no Epstein shit. I hope it ain't no Epstein shit.
But that's the thing. Like you will never, they will hold it over people, and you will never find out. So it could happen, but you'll never find out because they use it for like leverage. Like all these people do is like they try to like compromise people. It's like all blackmail.
It's like if there is some dark shit like that for him, you cannot tell me that Trump has nothing on video.
That's what I'm talking about. It's all about compromising somebody. It's like who has leverage.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's coming out now? It could have came out anytime. I'm sure it's not recent.
But that's my point. Why would it come out?
Because this is all a part.
So somebody has to have something really, 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 really damaging. You know what I'm saying? Because both of these motherfuckers, they both have to have something.
I mean, everybody.
I know y'all watched Scandal before. I think that shit is just like that.
Yes.
Because I seen the scene where like they like set a nigga up and videotaped them and shit, and then because they was trying to pass some law.
Yeah.
But the wild shit is like Rudy Giuliani is saying all this shit about like Hunter Biden too, right? And then like the same time, Rudy Giuliani is like caught in this new Borat film, like trying to like
exactly. Stupid dumb motherfucker.
Yeah. Like they're about to expose him on a national level in a movie, like some like hidden prank shit in a movie.
Doing what?
Like fucking with like
the Borat shit. You know who Borat is, man?
Yeah, a prostitute or something. Like,
no, I'm talking about what was Giuliani doing?
Yeah, what do you do in there too?
He's I don't know, like some lewd act, like in a hotel room. Like it can't be like no good coming out of that. But Giuliani coming down on Biden, but now they got Giuliani in a movie, like in a movie that's coming out. So it probably would have came out in theaters if theaters were open. Like this, don't this shit look like a whole like theater?
Yeah,
shit looks staged.
It's all theater. This Rome, dog. This is Rome.
How you got some shit on me that look like the same shit I got on you? Like, come on now. You're like a soap opera.
But it's funny. I think all like probably almost all of them got some sort of dirt on them. You know what I'm saying? And they pretty much like, you know, I can pull your card.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you
some nasty
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like that's how that's the what's it called? What they call it? How you like that's how they play the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the standard. That's the boundaries that they play and shit. It's like as long as I got dirt on you, you can't do what you want to do type shit.
Yeah. That's how it be when you get them to that upper echelon.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to say. Once you reach a certain level,
like
that's game. How can I compromise you? How can I blackmail you? How can I get what I want? Because you can't get to a certain level without fucking double crossing people.
Fucked up. Just fucked up. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think I got a whisper on this joint. Do y'all think that's because of? Do you think that's black people, or do you think that's do you think black people would do that if black folks was in power?
Yeah,
just white folks.
I think it's like a human level, but certain people, if you want to put it on people, I don't know, maybe they just prone to it. But I think anybody can be got because they got the Chinese and the shit. They got the Maasai.
All right.
Yeah. That's everything.
Yeah, I think.
Well, that's why I asked that question. I'm sorry, Alex, but that's why I asked that question because you bring up the Chinese, and the Chinese don't give a fuck about nobody but the Chinese.
Yeah, but they using.
But the Chinese don't give a fuck about nobody but the Chinese.
Okay, but they also baiting people from here, like Hunter Biden and shit.
Yeah, to better the Chinese. That's what I'm saying. So my question is, do you think if the white Western world was not in power, do you think it would still be the same? Do you think black folks would still be on that same? Will we get on that same shit, or do you think it's just because of the white Western world or whatever started that shit?
You see this foul shit that's happening in Nigeria right now?
Man,
that's some fuck shit.
What's happening in Nigeria?
You don't see this shit? nigga, you need to go online and look at this Nigeria shit.
Go online in SARS. Go online and type in SARS.
That's some fucked up shit. That's some fucked up shit. It's fucked up shit all around the world, and niggas need to fucking check themselves.
Well, just tell me about it. What's going on,
man?
I won't do it. I won't do it justice.
What the fuck is NSARS?
They're trying to end SARS. It's SARS is all right. So fuck it. I gotta give it a shot.
Give me a breakdown anyway.
Hold it down, Al. Hold it down, Al.
All right. So SARS is it's in Nigeria, right?
SARS as in the disease.
No.
That's what I thought at first. That's what I thought first, but nah.
Okay.
So SARS is literally the government and the police of. Damn, man, I know I'm gonna have this all wrong. I'm going to have.
What's the acronym?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have this all wrong, so I apologize to all my Nigerian folks and all my good friends. But it's basically like the government are literally having like policing, and they're doing different types of corrupt government in which, like right now, they are protesting to end SARS, but literally like the army and the military or their soldiers have shot down and are shooting, killing people in the streets that are peacefully protesting, and then blocking ambulance from even going into blocking ambulances and stopping ambulances from going in to try to rescue the people who they've shot and killed or what have you. So
it's a combination. You're saying so it's the actual disease SARS.
No, it's not a disease. It's not a disease SARS.
So what the fuck is? Hold on.
Let me find out what SARS. I'm gonna find out what SARS.
They was going in to stop the SARS to kill people with the SARS.
No, sorry.
My bad.
No, they're not going in.
Corey, ain't no SARS, no COVID or nothing. That's nothing to do with the story.
All right. Yeah. That's what it sounded like. That's
SARS
what it sounded like. But go ahead.
SARS is a special anti-robbery squad.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's a corrupt police agency that literally has been going around for years. It says and fueling long-standing grievances over corruption and lack of accountability. And it's by the government. It's not just like it's a police force, but it's a special anti-robbery squad that is literally like creating like mistrust within the community, but also like
so they're just running up in random people's spots. It sounds like.
Yeah,
they wild, bro. I seen the video with when they was
so SARS just run up in random people's spots, and you saying people somebody's trying to counter that shit.
No, like people are trying to end SARS. People are trying to end SARS, basically end the special anti-robbery squad because it's
trying to counter it. Okay, go ahead.
It's a fucking government agency that is fucking doing wrong shit. And so people are protesting about the wrong shit that the government is doing. And then the government is shooting and killing the people that are peacefully protesting. And then as the ambulances and everybody come in and try to like provide help and provide aid and first aid to the people who have been shot by the government is blocking the same people, those same ambulances and everything from coming into to provide aid and assistance to those people.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's a lot more. I like I said, I know I am fucking up, and I am not including the entire story.
But just like
I'm pretty sure there's more to it, but that was enough for me.
But the visuals of the shit is fucked up.
Yeah, they legit have visuals, like Randall was saying. They legit have visuals of like them Bahamas protesting and like legit like letting off shots on these Bahamas, and then they got flags where you can see like all the blood imprints and handprints on the flag because of like all the chaos and massacre that's going on over there right now. And it's literally just off of quote unquote peaceful. I'm sorry, not quote unquote, off of peaceful protesters protesting the end SARS, and they still killing them.
I seen the jump where the dude was like, they was like roasting a dude. Some fucked up
Wow.
shit. Like just like had him like
You said a dude was roasting?
Yeah.
You heard about this shit, Marcus?
I mean, I heard a little bit of it, but not too much detail. Like, but yeah, I heard about SARS, but I didn't really like hear all the way. That shit sound fucked up though. That shit is horrible.
This is my first time hearing about this shit. So how long this shit been going on?
So I mean, they said it's been going on for years. But
Years.
That's what I'm saying. The actual special, I mean, the special anti-robbery squad has been going on for years. But as far as it escalating and like, you know what I'm saying, them peacefully protesting and marching and doing all those things, I think that's probably more recent, like the last couple, maybe weeks or months. I don't know exactly. And then that's
niggas got fed up. Okay.
That's when it's starting to get more national attention because, like I guess it's been more widespread. But they said this when I just looked it up. It said the SARS was, or sorry, the Special Anti-Robbery Squad was like established in '84, but it's been corrupt for a while.
And this is in Nigeria.
This is in Nigeria.
Damn, nigga. Shit.
But going back to your original question, even before we got on the SARS thing, like you got to remember that we are all human beings, and like regardless of like race or what have you, there are so many people that, although there are so many people that want to see people shine, there are so many people that would rather see me shine as opposed to somebody else shining, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers get carried away.
It's fucking shit, man. It's fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Exactly.
Yeah, and I think all people are susceptible to that. So it's like, you know, I think even if you did have black people in those sort of positions of power and you flipped it, there's always going to be some corrupt nigga somewhere. It's always in all
Somebody that
ruling places and situations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's always going to be a nigga that want to be the lead guy. You know what I'm saying? Or he wants to call the shots. So I feel like that's eventually at some point and it's fucked up because a lot of like even things that like start out with good intentions, it seems to always get twisted around and become corrupt. It seems like that shit just always fucking happens. Like where, you know what I'm saying? Where a nigga just come in and push their own agenda, even though it started off as like some positive shit, you know?
Yeah, and then even to keep going off of that, like you said, everybody want to be the top guy, and the top guy, it also can be, you know what I'm saying, with bumping my chest and top guy, but also with the money. So even, and I don't know if this, I mean, I feel like this is true, but I think this is one of those debatable conversations. But even with slavery, I think they said what slavery was it was Africans that sold Africans to the Americans to actually profit and benefit, as opposed to like Americans coming in and like quote unquote conquering Africa or what have you. So it don't matter about like, once again, I don't think it matters about like the actual who it is, whether it's black people, whether it's Africans, whether it's white people, whether it's Chinese or anything like that. I think we are just like, as Marcus said, we are prone to trying to
haves and don't haves.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Damn, I didn't mean to cut you off like that. I was just saying the haves and don't haves. That's all.
No.
Even in general, I feel like if you a person, because you know that's really a fair person, and you want to see like, you know, everybody do well, you won't want to be ruling over anybody in the first fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Right. So even just being a ruler of other people it means you're gonna be susceptible to abusing that shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like any human being in that position is gonna flex a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of niggas think they won't, but they will. You know what I'm saying? If you in those high positions of power, I ain't saying you gotta be corrupt, but I'm saying that you're gonna be aware of the things that you can do in your position that everybody else can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. Or things you can get away with,
but that
you can't get away with. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say that's scary, and I think that's why, and that's why we have Trump as president.
Everybody ain't built to be in those positions. Everybody ain't built to be in those type of positions, because you know what I'm saying. like that conversation we was having earlier, it's a dirty game. Like a lot of niggas ain't willing to go that far. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like with ambition gone wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. You know, it's like you being around with a bunch of super ambitious niggas who will literally do anything, and that shit can be, you know, get dirty. So
Yeah, but think about it, and that's why I think why Trump is president. It's like niggas will get dirty if it comes down to it, but it's like it's sad that it's not a lot of people that want everybody to flourish, and you know what I'm saying. Everything has to be. It's a lot of people that everything has to be a fucking competition, and that's the Western world.
mm-hmm.
That's the Western road. That's the Western road. Everything has to
Yeah.
be a fucking competition. You know, it's
This nigga Corey in this Western world shit.
it's no
Nah, you making
I'm
about
not talking about the show. I'm not even talking about the show. I'm talking about where we at.
Patriots.
Dog. I'm talking about where we at.
I
I'm talking
know.
about where we at. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's just fucking stupid. Like, why can't everybody? You know, why can't everybody be doing good out this joint? You know what I'm saying? But it's that's that capitalism shit. That's that capitalism. Somebody has to be in. That's how capitalism is. Capitalism is. Somebody has to be in the bottom. Somebody has to be on top. You know what I'm saying? For
Corey
capitalism.
be fucking with that capitalism shit when he be talking shit sometimes.
So what happened?
He be like, well, that's
Like
right.
earlier tonight, what he said?
Huh?
Like earlier tonight, what he said? Yep. What he said? Somebody.
Stop.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Win that money. You shit. That's the type of society we in though. I gotta fuck with it. That's just to make my family right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fuck with it. Unless it's fucking flipped over in a night. You know what I'm saying? And that's not gonna change overnight. Damn.
Yeah, it's just that, you know, this crap niggas always been around. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Like, you know,
Don't say that though.
some niggas ain't gonna be
crab
shit.
niggas though. Don't say crab niggas though. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Why
I
you
mean,
say don't say crab niggas? Why
that's what
would
we're
you tell
in.
me?
I'm saying that because that's what we have been brought into. That's what we have grown up into. You know what I'm saying?
What are you talking about? Nigga, when I say crab niggas, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about like just that what that word means as a person, like who you are,
Right.
the type of person that likes to see other people feel as a crab nigga, like whether you black, white, orange, green. If you was a white dude who said, oh yeah, I get happy when I see niggas fail, I'd be like, oh, you a crab nigga. I would say that in my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that's a crab nigga right there. Like that's what I mean.
Right. I feel that.
That's all I was saying. What's wrong with that?
No. When I wasn't talking no shit or nothing, but I'm saying like that's literally what we live in, dog. That's literally what we live in. That's literally what we live in. We have to one up somebody to just be successful out here, dog. Just to be successful out this joint. And this and I just don't like the term. I really don't like the term, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We literally have to be that's what y'all talking about going into the talking about living 500 will the human race live for 500 years or 1,000 years or whatever. This uh right at this point right now, you know what I'm saying? At this point right now, nigga, like he was saying, yeah, niggas will have to be crab niggas out this joint. Literally. And I hate that term. But you know what I'm saying? Somebody
Literally,
has,
literally,
as far as being capitalistic, as far as being in a capitalistic society, if you're living comfortably, you're not living comfortably if you're making anything under $100,000 a year. You're not living comfortably. As far as I can take a trip.
But even
go ahead.
like even rich niggas, like you can be rich and still be a crab nigga too. Like it doesn't matter. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not just like, but and you can be
Oh
you
yeah,
can be a poor
that's
person
the king
and still
crabs,
want to see
nigga. That's the
people
king
succeed.
crabs,
You
nigga.
know,
That's the king
it's not a
crabs.
line. It's just not a line like just where you are and how much money you have determines like okay, well, you know what I'm saying. It's like nah, like this hating niggas are all walks of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, they are.
And of all cultures.
That's my point. We're not in a utopia or no shit. That's my point. We're not in a utopia, and I hate that crab shit life or whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But that's my point. We're not in a utopia and shit. And everybody, there's enough land, there's enough money out this joint and shit for everybody to fucking be Gucci and shit. And really, money is fucking paper. So fuck the money and shit. There's definitely enough land if there was a utopia anyway for everybody to be Gucci out this joint. There's definitely enough everything for everybody. It's just the niggas who are in power right now, you know, they say that there's not enough of everything to go around. And it's not enough oil. There's not enough resources and shit to go around, which is bullshit. But whatever.
Because of the capitalists.
Exactly, because of the capitalists. But the life, the society that we're in, so you got to play the fucking game. You got to play the fucking game. And unfortunately, I have to be a fucking crab nigga out this joint, and that blows me.
You don't like that term? How you gonna be so?
No, you don't, bro. No, you don't. All you gotta do is just be the best you.
Right.
Your only competition is with inside yourself. There's nobody out here that's that's it. It's just you. You are your own worst enemy, huh? We all are.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, right. Cause I don't do no bad business out this joint anyway. I ain't doing no predatory lending and no shit like that. So,
Are you?
nah, hell no. I be trying to hook niggas up, dog. I be trying to hook niggas up, dog. I be trying to hook niggas up. I be like, dog, we gonna get this shit right. We gonna get this shit right. I know you don't make that much money. Whatever, blase, but just make sure all your motherfucking shit is paid on time or whatever. We can get this shit. We can get you. We can get you this $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 house. Just make sure all your shit is paid up on time and shit. We get this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We be making miracles happen over this joint, dog. We be making miracles happen over this joint. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm gonna produce your commercial.
Oh, I can't wait. We got some shit popping off over here, dog. We got shit popping off over here. I'm trying to tell you. CNC Bank. Holla at us. CNC Mortgage. I'm sorry. CNC Mortgage. I want to get took into the alphabet boys. CNC Mortgage. Holla at us. Got you.
Don't even worry about it, Randall.
Mm-hmm. Don't even worry about it. When you're ready, you're ready. I got you.
I think we covered a lot.
Yeah, we covered a lot.
Our last overtime episode was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
It was an hour. I think we're gonna cut this to an hour. It was very informative, very enlightening. Left you on a cliffhanger. Maybe we can revisit some things.
Please let us
know in the comments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Overtime.
Let me get it in. Let me get it in. Let's get that cowboy shit out here.
Fourth quarter.
Oh shit. Oh damn. Where's my Redskins? Where's my Redskins shit? Psych.
I was gonna say, you got. I wonder about you got some Redskins shit somewhere in there. I wonder. Hey, Corey, I know. Corey, you got a Redskins blanket in that joint. You know you do.
I got shit.
Right in his
I got
office.
shit.
Like a favorite ink pen. That's like your favorite ink pen or something. That's a red.
I got an ink pen. Shit, boy. I was about to pull up my Steelers hat. I thought I was over here. It ain't over here, though.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
All right then. Peace.
Pittsburgh.